Okay, we're going to try something new. This is going to be a quick stream, and it's just to show a problem I'm having. And it's hard to put it in words on the LeadWerks forum, so sorry for that noise, that's the tumble dryer. It's a bit rainy outside today. So if I show you what I mean, we go into the game, and we've got our character, Bin Man. I don't know what the game's going to be yet, but it's going to be something to do with a man. Well, he's a construction worker, but I'm going to treat him as a bin man, rubbish trash man. Anyway, mouse movement is nice. You can see an error there where he doesn't really drop or walk on the path, but I haven't looked at that yet, so we'll get to that. But for now, it's just a movement, so I'm happy with this. This is alright. I'm going to try and evolve this code or script to then be top down, and the mouse is not locked. I'm pointing at my screen so if you can see it. What an idiot. The mouse is then like a crosshair, top down like this, and the mouse moves around, and he would move with it as you shoot. So I need to do that, but anyway, I digress. Back to what we was actually trying to do this video for. So the whole point is we've got strafe, got forward movement, got back movement, little club, walks a bit like an hard nut. And I've done it so now if you push forward and backwards at the same time, he just stops in idle mode. You can see a slight little animation there. I think I might change it actually. And then same for strafe. If you hold both of them together, it stops, which is good, because before if you held down left and then pushed right, it would override and go right only. And I just didn't like that, and I think it was just because of the order of the code. But now holding both down, it stops. But here's my issue. You plan the game, you can imagine that's going to be a cross set at some point, not top down just yet, but we'll stay like this. You're fighting, shooting, doing whatever you do, and you're into some action, moving quick. It's the movement, it just doesn't feel right. So if I'm walking forward and I hold strafe at the same time, he just strafes. I'm pushing forward now, and he just, I don't know, I can't explain the movement, but I imagine the movement where you're fast shooter, sort of third person shooter, and you're twizzling through your WASD keys, but it would move like, right now it'd move sort of like running around in a sort of whatever, all directions, I guess 8 directional movement, I guess, I don't know. You know, so if I hold forward and then did strafe, it would sort of, I don't know, run at 45 degrees, which I've got that working, but I've removed it because it just sort of flicked to 40 and then just sort of walks that way. I don't know, it just something doesn't feel right. You know, you have to hold strafe down and then strafe again, and after and then back, and it just doesn't feel like I'm pushing strafe, and it's just and back, and it just doesn't go back at the same time. Hard to explain, but I want to be able to make more of a free movement, so you can sort of run around. If I'm doing WASD like I'm in a row now, it would sort of run in a circle more than just sort of look one thing, a direction at a time. Is that the way to explain it? One direction at a time. So I'm trying to learn how to do that. So maybe that makes no sense at all, but my code, in terms of code, you may have to pause the screen to look at this. So I've got my movement, the keys down, it's my states. So yeah, if you hit key forward and hit key is true, then players.state equals 1, which is the idle. Else if you're moving forward, move equals the walk speed, and there's a variable set up at the top, but this walk speed I think 0.4 or 5, I don't know. And then player state 2, so then player state 2 is the states. If player.state equals 2, then if player timer didn't change animation, I don't know what that actually means, by the way. I'll sort of reference someone else's code as I'm learning, and I'll give him credit in a minute, because it is an absolute blast of a guy who's shared a lot of stuff with me, has helped me, at least helped me not give up. But I don't know what that does. I've commented it out, and it doesn't change anything, and it's set to 1 up top. So sorry, 0. So if it's set to 0, it's always going to be less than time. So if anyone understands what that actually does, please tell me. I assume because what the variable's called, or the field it's called on the player table. How can I guess if I know what I'm talking about? It doesn't change animation in a certain time, but it doesn't seem to affect it, so I don't know. Anyway, animation state equals walk. If play animation anyway, so basically that's what it does, and then it moves the entity, set input angle, move 0 0, so XYZ the angle, player hold angle equals self angle. Again, I don't really know what that bit does, but I'll get there. So I did add another state, and it was when you held forward and strafe and the angle plus 45, and it worked. It at least made the character go a 45-degree angle when I move forward, but it just, again, didn't. It was clunky. If it was clunky, I don't explain it. I want to be able to move all directions while twiddling the keys, and so the character's moving freely round. Hopefully that makes sense. So that's the issue I'm having. I'm trying different things myself, but any advice or input on the LeadWerks forums would be a massive help. And I just want to quickly, if I've got the window open, I want to quickly give a bit, I've forgotten the name, which is bad of me. I just want to give a bit of a credit to an individual. How bad of me forgetting his name? And it is this gentleman here, Alienhead. He's been a massive help, and he's shared some of his old code of games he's done before, and that's where this comes from. A lot of this, and some of it doesn't make sense to me, but a lot of it does, and it's massively helped me. Really has helped me understand and just break things apart, and it's brilliant what he's done. So massive help, big thank you to him. There doesn't seem to be much help in the community at the moment. I'll take that back. There is people do help, but it just there's not much of it, I guess, because LeadWerks is quite old. And other than that, this gentleman Alien does have a website that you can actually go to. I think that might be it. I did bookmark it, but maybe this is it. Yeah, Alienhead Development. And he's posting items up here. He posted his code of Army End top down shoot top down. I don't know what that's now, but that's amazing. I mean, that's amazing. I opened the code and it blew me out of my seat. So I skipped that one, but he sent me another project, which funny enough doesn't seem to work, which I need to speak to him about, because it loads up and the police in his game, well, the AI don't do nothing, they just stand there. But anyway, that's another subject. But basically, that is what I need help with. So I hope that made sense, but there must be a way to have it so the movement's more fluid, more streamlined. Some clever words there. It just seems a bit clunky. Like, you know, most games right now, like, you'd hold forward and do D, and it would have a movement, I guess, going more diagonal or whatever. But it's just, yeah, I don't know. It just seems a bit. Look, it just doesn't feel like it's like. I mean, I'm impressed with the animations and stuff anyway. But that's it. Alright, I'll leave it there. So hopefully I'll come back with a stream tonight where I've actually found the solution, or I've got help to do it, and then people can learn from that maybe, I don't know. But thank you for your time.